Morning students. In our last class we have discussed about preparation methods of benzene. Now today I am going to explain properties of benzene. Here every compound has its own physical properties as well as chemical properties. Like here benzene also has its own physical properties and chemical properties. First let us discuss about physical properties of benzene. Here first physical property of benzene is a colorless volatile liquid. Benzene is a colorless volatile liquid. Here volatile liquid nothing but when we call it is a volatile. If any liquid substance easily evaporates, then we can call it as volatile. Here benzene also easily evaporates, that's why it is a volatile liquid. And benzene has its characteristic odor. Odor nothing but smell. Benzene has its own characteristic odor. Next, the boiling point of benzene is 80 degrees Celsius and freezing point of benzene is 5.5 degree Celsius. Boiling point and freezing point. Next, here benzene is highly inflammable substance. Highly inflammable substance. Inflammable substance. Here inflammable substance nothing but it can catch fire easily. It can catch fire easily, that's why it is highly inflammable substance. Here due to burning of benzene it gives a sooty flame. When we burn the benzene that produce sooty flame. Sooty flame nothing but which provides a black fumes. That is black fumes contains carbon. That's why here benzene gives a sooty flame. Sooty flame nothing but a black fumes it gives by benzene and we burn that benzene. Here next physical property of this one is here benzene act as solvent. It can act as solvent. Here resins, rubbers and fats etc. Compounds are dissolved in benzene, that's why benzene acts as a solvent. Next, benzene is a lighter than water. Benzene is lighter than water. Due to that reason, benzene immiscible in water but miscible in organic solvents. Here, benzene is lighter than water. Due to that, it is immiscible. Immiscible in water, but it can miscible in organic solvents like alcohols, ethers. These are organic solvents. Next, if you take benzene is highly poisonous substance. When we inhale the benzene benzene vapors or when skin absorb the benzene, then it has toxic effect. That's why benzene is a highly poisonous substance. These are the physical properties of benzene. Now all of you take a screenshot to write a notes. You are easy when we follow these points. Take screenshot first. Okay. These are the physical properties of benzene. Now let us see chemical properties of benzene. Here, before this chemical properties, we need to discuss about reactivity of benzene. And here we know that the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6, and the structure of benzene is it is a 6-membered cyclic compound with alternative double bonds. And benzene has high degree of unsaturation. Degree of unsaturation nothing but pi bonds. Number of pi bonds present in a compound. Here benzene contains 3 pi bonds, that's why it is a degree of highly degree of unsaturation compound. And benzene is less reactive when compared with alkenes and alkynes. When compared with alkenes and alkynes, benzene is less reactive compounds. Here if you take alkenes and alkynes, they can participate in addition reactions, but benzene won't participate in addition reactions. But some special conditions, benzene also can participate in addition reaction, but in normal condition they won't participate in addition reactions as like alkenes and alkynes. But in special conditions only it can participate in addition reactions. Next, here benzene does not oxidized by alkaline KMnO4. Here alkaline KMnO4 is a one reagent. Already we have discussed about this one. Can you guess anyone the name of this alkaline KMnO4? Here alkaline KMnO4 is a Bayer's reagent. When Bayer's reagent added to alkene, that Bayer's reagent oxidizes the alkenes and alkynes. But when we add Bayer's reagent to benzene, it won't oxidize by this Bayer's reagent. That means how can we identify that either it is oxidized or not? When the decolorization of KMnO4 takes place, then the oxidation takes place. When we add KMnO4 to these alkenes or alkynes, the alkaline KMnO4 color decolorize. But when we add to benzene, the decolorization not takes place. That's why alkaline KMnO4 does not oxidizes the benzene ring. And one more thing is the bromine water. Bromine solution of bromine water. Here also benzene does not decolorize the bromine solution. Bromine has a particular brown color. When we add bromine solution to this benzene, it won't decolorize the bromine water. This is also one chemical property of this one. Next to here, if you take alkanes can participate in substitution reactions. Alkanes can participate in substitution reactions, but if you when we take benzene, even though it contains pi bonds, as like alkanes, it can participate in substitution reactions. It can participate in substitution reactions. As like alkanes, benzene can participate in substitution reaction. Substitution reaction nothing but hydrogen atoms of benzene can replaced by another atoms or group of atoms. That that is substitution reactions. Only alkanes participate in substitution reaction, but not alkenes and alkynes. Why? Because they participate in addition reactions. But still it contains double bonds. It can participate in substitution reactions as like alkenes. What is meant by substitution reaction? When hydrogen atoms of benzene replaced by other atoms or group of atoms, then that is substitution reactions. Okay, now let us see. Here now only we discuss now benzene participate in addition reaction in special conditions only. Okay, now let us see addition reactions of benzene. In this addition reaction, first reaction is addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen. Here already we have discussed about this addition of hydrogen, alkenes and alkynes. Can you guess? Anyone? What is the name of addition of hydrogen? It has one particular name. What is that? Here addition of hydrogen is nothing but hydrogenation. We are adding hydrogen to unsaturated hydrocarbons. Here addition of hydrogen is also considered as hydrogenation. Here when hydrogen is added to benzene in presence of nickel catalyst, or you can take platinum as catalyst, then this double bond will break. In this hydrogen molecule we have two hydrogen atoms, one hydrogen atom added to this carbon, one more another hydrogen added to this carbon atom. Here we have three double bonds, that's why three molecules of hydrogen required to add to this double bond. That's why we require three number of molecules of hydrogen. Then it converted into here two hydrogens, here two hydrogens, here two hydrogens. This is a compound after reaction. Okay, here we need to maintain the temperature around 150 to 200 degree Celsius. 150 to 200 degree Celsius temperature we need to maintain. Here see, what is the compound? Can you guess anyone name of this compound? Here 6-membered cyclic ring. 6-membered, that's why it is a hexo. Cyclic compound, that's why cyclohexane. All are single bond, that's why it is a cyclohexane. Here the benzene molecular formula is C6H6. But here cyclohexane molecular formula is C6H12. Here these are the catalysts we need to use in this reaction. Here when we use the nickel as catalyst, then the reaction has a particular name. Can you guess anyone? We have already discussed in addition of alkenes and alkynes. Nickel as catalyst. During the addition of hydrogen, when nickel is catalyst or platinum is catalyst, then that reaction contains a special name, that is Sabatier-Sunderens reaction. Sabatier-Sunderens reaction. Okay. Now let us see Birch reduction. Birch reduction, this is also we have already discussed in our previous last year classes. Birch reduction. In this Birch reduction, the reagent is lithium or sodium in liquid ammonia. Lithium or sodium in liquid ammonia is the reagent in Birch reduction. Lithium or sodium in liquid ammonia is the reagent. Here, when benzene is reduced with Birch reduction, sodium in liquid ammonia. Okay. Here, due to the reduction of this one, benzene will converted into this compound. This is the Birch reduction compound. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4 cyclobutan. Sorry, 1, 4 cyclohexadiene. 1, 4 cyclohexadiene. 2 double bond. That's why it is a diene compound. Due to the Birch reduction, it gives this type of compound. Due to the subatomic occurrence, we will get the cyclohexane. This is addition of hydrogen. Okay, this is about addition of hydrogen. All of you take screenshot for your notes. Okay. Next reaction is addition of chlorine. Addition of halogen. Here, addition of halogen is also called as chlorination. What is that? Sorry. Addition of halogenation is also called as halogenation. Okay, we know that halogens chlorine, bromine, iodine. When we use chlorine, then the reaction is addition of chlorine or chlorination. Okay, now addition of chlorine or chlorination. Yeah, if you take chlorine, bromine, iodine. Yeah, chlorine will not react. Why? Because it is very fast reactive. It gives a explosive reaction. That's why you can't observe this one. Yeah, iodine also not participate in halogenation reaction because it is very slow reaction. Due to that reason, iodine also not participate in this reaction. Only chlorine and bromine will participate in the halogenation reaction. When we use chlorine, then that is chlorination reaction. When we use bromine, then that is bromination reaction. Okay, now let us see chlorination reaction. When benzene reacts with chlorine, in presence of sunlight, H mu indicates the sunlight, or you can take UV light, ultraviolet light. Then it undergoes free radical mechanism and it forms this compound. Chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine. Here, due to this double bonds, chlorine addition takes place. Due to this breaking of double bond, here one chlorine, here one chlorine. Due to this breaking of double bond, one chlorine, one chlorine. Like that, we can get the compound. This compound here. This compound is benzene hexachloride. Benzene hexachloride, BHC. Name of this one is benzene hexachloride. Here, this benzene hexachloride will give 9 isomers. It will give 9 isomers. How can we get the 9 isomers? Let us see. Here, when we observe the structure of benzene, here chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen. This is from this benzene hexachloride we can get the 9 isomers. Among these 9 isomers, this is the one isomer which is very most important. This is very important isomer of benzene hexachloride. This is also called as gamma isomer. Gamma isomer, or it is also called as gamaxine. Gamaxine, or it is also named as 666, or it has also another name, lindane. Gamma isomer, one of the 9 isomers. It has one more name, that is gamaxine or 666 or lindane. Here this gamaxine is used as a insecticide. It is used as a to kill insecticides, and it is also used to kill the white ants in agriculture fields. Okay, that's why it is very most important compound of benzene hexachloride. This benzene hexachloride will produces 9 isomer. Among these, only one important, that is gamma isomer. This gamma isomer also called as gamaxine, or gamaxine powder is there now already. You know very well gamaxine powder, which is used to kill the ants, some other insects. Okay, it is also another name. It has also another name, 666 or lindane. Okay, this is chlorination of benzene. Take this screenshot.